am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick-Nick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick-Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
That sport for the best authentic sportswear. You check Wilton Sports when you want the best authentic sportswear. Wilton Sports. Food change advertising. And for roll out the numbers. Remember, no easy enough, no off.
Some sports were for take notes. Them full of dreams and hopes. Then why them come and sell rope? When there is only one, yeah, there is only one goat. And that a Wilson, yeah, that a Wilson, yeah, that a Wilson sports. Yeah, ball boots, ball tops, ball shots, string yard, ball socks. Them kind of drip you quick for make your ex call back. Little quickness in my boots and ball out, me want that. My Nike ticky pretty and my Adidas all black. Dribble down, you feel it, grip me feel me can't drop. Slide tackle all, me own a team and know this snap up. Why? Because me buy the supper.
Good afternoon, and welcome to I Am Sure Sports. My name is Man, and it has been a while since you have been with me, or since I have been with you. And knowing that time you have had a couple of shows by my able co-host, none other than Mr. Stan Cranky himself, who, from all reports, he did a fantastic job. He kept you active and busy on the platform, and I'm very delighted about that. But it is the beginning, the second day in a new week, and we're very grateful for life and life more abundantly. We are forever grateful for that we live and move and we have our being in the most high God, the creator of the heavens and the earth. Again, welcome to the platform to every single one of you. We're going to have a big show today, a good show. I'm going to crave your involvement by asking you to get involved in calling and making, just your giving your opinion and your thoughts on the team's recent performance in the Nations League. I haven't heard from you. I know you have been probably engaged on other platforms in that time, but listen, awesome that you're here. Would really, really love to hear your thoughts and get your feedback. Like I said, we have a lot to cover. In the meantime, as usual, I want to ask you to do a couple of things for me. One is I'm asking you to kindly subscribe to the channel if you have not done so yet. Go ahead and you hit that subscribe button. All right. Can I get you to do that, please? Yeah, go ahead. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to I Am Sure Sports. I know it will be worth it, right? So subscribe right now if you have not yet subscribed to the platform. Then I'm going to ask you to share with someone else, right? When you share our content with others and they watch, it causes the channel to grow and improve. And that is also a pivotal part of what we do. While we don't do this for financial resources or for financial reasons, it does help to meet the demands of the channel as more and more equipment need to be changed and improved. And we do that with your kind help. All right. Blessings to you. Now we're going to get into some of our content, giving a few more people an opportunity to come on. Like I said, you are able to call in and give your thoughts and your feedback on the team's accomplishment at the 2023-2024 CONCACAF Nations League final, where we, for the first time as a nation, had our highest ever finish. All right. We finished, come on, people. We finished in the top 3. In fact, we ended being 3rd in this competition for the first time in our nation's history. And that is very, very commendable. And so to all the staff, those who started from the beginning of this process to the ending of it, thank you. I mean, I personally want to say thank you as a fan, just to say thank you for every person, every player who participated. Maybe you sat on the bench and you gave moral support. I think you're worthy of accolades and commendation as well for all the management staff, the technical staff, the medical staff, the people who are in charge of equipment, the TLOs that we have worked with. A big hearty thank you to you all. Listen, one thing I will say is that we are in a time now when one of the biggest things that I notice is the influence of persons who vlog and stuff on the football. I mean, there are so many vloggers or persons who are connected to channels who watch and are familiar with what is happening with the football. They do so through YouTube and they turn up and they watch the game. A big part of the population that follows the game around are persons who I have become familiar with through vlogging and being on YouTube. So big up to all of those persons, man. I mean, there are so many of them. It's hard to call every single name, but I'm telling you this, they turn up at the games. They turn up. I mean, to AQ and the gang from New York, who had that big tailgate party right outside the gate, and they came over, they did a live, big ups to them. You understand me? People like, oh my God, Kerry James. I mean, so many, Fabi Frano. I mean, so many persons, Cranky, Minzy, T-Gut. I mean, well represented. Oh, geez, 876. They were all streamed. They were also there as well. Kerry and oh geez, I forgot his name. Coach Lambert. Yes. I mean, I'm telling you, ladies who turned up to support the team. Big things are happening, people. Listen, be a part of the wave. There's a wave. Jump on the wagon now, because this wagon is going someplace that you are going to want to be a part of. So jump on the wagon now, because spaces are limited. Spaces are limited, so make sure you secure your seat. Well, there's no more seat, only standing room. Standing room only. So make sure you get on, you get up, you get ready, and let's go to the FIFA World Cup. Let's go to the Nations League and create some more history, my people. Some more history. Some more history. Big up the team psychologist, Dr. Jason Scott Hamilton. Yeah, man, in the chat. Big up indeed. You understand me? Lots of changes, you understand me, being made in terms of how things operate and what is done with the team. I mean, people, it is exciting times for Jamaica. You know what is so funny, right? Big up to all of you already in the chat. You know that I think this is the first stream that I've done since the election. I haven't even congratulations to the incumbent Mike Ricketts for winning, and well done Raymond Anderson and his team, because I thought like some of the things that they raised during the campaign are things that needs to be looked into and things that needs to be addressed as the football goes forward. I think his involvement in this campaign kind of opened the eyes of the public to certain things. I'm not sure if this is a caller, so let me just make sure they want to be on air. I don't want to just want to make sure that they know that I am live, and if I answer the call, they would be live on air, and I don't want to I see I wasn't here. Peso, I soon deal with that. Cause Peso, me just come back, brother. Peso, stop pressure me. Peso, look how long you see me, bro. Say welcome back, now, man. Say welcome back, Peso, man. Come on, Peso, now, man. Peso, where you pressure me, so man? Sure, man. Peso, stop pressure me. Big up yourself, Peso. So yeah. All right. Yeah, as soon as I sit in the chair, pressure. Big up yourself, Peso. Peso team, Reno is they are actually third, doing very well. And people from Western Jamaica, Drink Studio, big up yourself, Kibo. Remember, people, that if you're from Western Jamaica, Reno, why we have under 18 manins, you never tell me about. Why we have under 18s, manins, you never tell me about the Texas. I don't know the what you mean that I never tell you about the Texas. Why we have a U18? The nation was invited to a U18 tournament. They said that it's U18, so they're having people who are going to play in the tournament. That's it. You got an invitation, you capitalize on it. I think any exposure to the footballers, if a nation is inviting you to play in a tournament, at any particular age group, right? And they're kind of covering most of what you're going to do. I think that is good. I am hoping that out of this, though, that there are players that can possibly transition to the U20s, that they will showcase their talent and perform commendable so that they can be a part of it. So that's what it is. All right. That's what it is. CC Sports Lab. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, man. All right. So that's what it really is. It's based on invitation. I'm going to try to get Simon Preston on, and so he can give us his take, his views. And I know some of you have questions for me. As you know, I operate in a very sensitive role, and I hope you'll appreciate the sensitivity of that role, and will be very coy in the questions you ask. Of course, I will be coy in the answers that I give, because I believe that the team ought to maintain a very sterile environment in terms of information and how that is disseminated and what goes out into the public. So while I promise that I'll be honest with you, I can't guarantee you that everything you ask I can answer. All right. And it's not because there is any pledge of secrecy, but it is because there is a level of professionalism that I think must be maintained. So I hope you will all understand that. But be at liberty to ask. And if I can answer, I will answer. And if I can't, I will certainly let you know. All right. But I want to tell you this because I remember like leading up. Oh, you want to see my medal? All right. So some people asking for my medal. Let me see if I can get my medal. All right. Yeah, so the first question was about medal, right? So, yeah, I have a medal, right? But the medal is so heavy that when I put it on, I had what I call crick neck. So I'm afraid of putting it on because, but this is, can you see it? This is the medal. There you go. Bam. So see, third place. Can you see it? Hope you can see it. Yeah, but it is too heavy. You understand me? I tried putting it on and like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I had to, yeah, but, yeah. So two of the most meaningful things to me is outside of just the heart and the desire of the player, right? I have watched a lot of football. I've been around a lot of national team, and this is without yes, Chris Roman. Indeed. Goal would have been heavier. Can you imagine that the bronze one is pulling my neck? You understand me? Imagine if it were gold. Big up Coach Minzy. You understand me? Coach Minzy was there. I'm telling them that the people who were vlogging who were there, it was awesome, man. The two most meaningful. So I had a jersey, and all the players and staff, autograph it. That's something that, so if you know my studio, so right here on the back of my studio is different jerseys, Arsenal jerseys, Jamaica jerseys, Premier League club jerseys that are all there. So I have this one that it means so much to me, because all the players that were present signed it. And so that's going to be up, and then I'm going to put it in the glass case along with this medal. You know what I mean? Coach means you want to show them your medal. But it is a big deal. But let me say, before we actually went to the tournament, I know a lot of people had doubts about the team. And I remember talking to them about, look what we did in Canada, because the Canada game is performance is important. The performance is important. The play, the technical, the tactical play. And I keep on telling people that we have a coaching staff and a head coach in Himir Hallgrimsson, that he is tactically a genius in terms of how he sets up his team for games. And I know many of us want to see more attractive football, want to see the team be a little bit more braver in terms of its offensive trust and going forward. But that is going to come as we begin to add more quality and players begin to improve in the middle of the park and going forward. I think we are going to do well. But what we have done since he has come into this team is created a defensive structure that is solid and sometimes impenetrable. It's hard for teams to penetrate and break us down. I'm telling you that USA struggled to break us down. Panama struggled. Do you know that Andre Blake made only one meaningful save in the Panama game from a free kick that they played to the top of the box, and he made a fantastic save. Now, he made other saves, but I think that was a pivotal one. And if you look at chances created, really, they didn't create a lot up until the point that the USA scored against us, when, in my humble opinion, the game should have been blown off, right? I didn't see them almost, like those oohs and ahs that you get because your team like almost, it never happened. What we'll agree with is that that going forward, that there needs to be a little some improvement in how we go, and that's my opinion. Because with the kind of firepower, just imagine with me, if Demarai Gray, Shamar Nicholson, the Mikel Antonio, the Leon Baileys, the Ronaldo Cephas, and all of these offensive players, the KC Palmer, all of these players begin to find their offensive edge, how awesome this will be, right? Like you missed the handball. Yeah. Yeah, you know that's true, Chris Wayne. I think we probably would have beaten Mexico, Like it's just unfortunate, man, and you can't redo what has already been done. But we are improving, and this is not it. There's more to come. And now that you kind of have a good defensive solidity, that's a good place to build from. I want to commend, like there's so many players, like these guys were, the legs were like gone, and they stood and they fought that USA game, even the Panama game, having a short time to recovery. Players like Michael Hector, who was gone and endured much criticism from the fan base, he came in, he did well. Lati Bodier, who people complained about his midfield play, I mean, stalwart in defense. Deshaun Beckford, many people even question sometimes Dexter's. I mean, one of the when they talk about just personality, and who he is as a person, one of the best human beings I've met in a long while, Dexter Lembikisa. I mean, brilliant goal, right? Bernard, I mean, Deshane Bernard, sorry about I said Beckford. Young players as well. We don't realize that we are younger than the Panama team. We're equal almost in age with the USA. And I'm telling you, the team, we are younger than Canada. The Jamaican team is young as well, right? We do have some old players, but we are younger than Panama, younger than Mexico, similar to USA, and younger than Canada. And getting these results, less experience, like I believe, like KC Palmer, the more he plays in CONCACAF, and this is something that you'll hear players tell you if you talk to them, that CONCACAF is no joke. You talk to players like Bobby Reed, he says, like, I mean, he tells his teammates that playing in Europe is not as difficult as playing in CONCACAF. I know some of us don't believe it because they think about the quality of play. However, I'm telling you that it is not easy. It's more aggressive. It is rough. The pitches are not what the players are used to. But oh my God, these guys come and they give them all. So I don't want to hear anyone come talk about commitment. We played this USA team without 7 of our best. And I remember people telling me about all of these US players. And I said, while it will be difficult, people, you remember that? Because there are many people believing that USA were going to run all over us. Those days are done, people. Those days are done. And this is just a warning for us that as it comes around to World Cup qualifier, don't think like the Dominican Republic and the Dominican are coming here to be run over. They are not. The balance of football is becoming more balanced. Serious times. So yes, some are saying that we're going to get to 4, we're going to get 6. They're telling me, you know, the only person USA missing is Sergino Dest. You think the money, you know, boy, 4, like these are these things. Listen, let me tell you this. Watch the game again, people, and watch USA versus Mexico. From the first minute of the game, even Sam's Army, the name, they do it. Quiet. I don't know if you saw that on TV, but we were in the stadium. We were in the stadium. And I'm telling you, until they equalized, that stadium was dead. Dead. What are you? CC said I was looking at 2-2 draw, but it ended 1 up. What up 1? I don't know what you mean, CC. I'm telling. Listen, people. Sam's Army. All them beat them. Nobody not hearing. Listen. You know in Jamaica, right? When there's a corner, and they hear goal. That was what they. That's the only time when they had a corner. Listen, there are people, they were being booed. It's not like they were like, oh my God, we're going to get into this. Listen, there were some US fans right behind our bench, behind the technical area, and they had given up. They said, listen, at the end of the game, like former MLS players like Reina, Father, and stuff, they were there. They said that they don't deserve to win. They said they don't deserve to win this game. But it is football, and you learn. You learn. Now, many of us said when Jamaica played the USA, what we call the USA C team, many people said the Jamaica A team played the USA C team, and the game ended 1-1. So, and they're what they took from that, what they squeezed from that is that Jamaica is not good enough because we played the US C team with our A team and the game ended 1-1. I put it to you now that team that USA used is their A team. That was their A team. And I think we could all say, without Shamar, without Gray, without Eason, without Amari, without Mikhail, without Leon, who else? Without those players who were all out injured, we could say that was we could at least say that was not our best team on paper. I'm telling you. So kudos to everyone, man. To the fans. Listen, to the fans. Jamaica people. I keep telling people, a lot of people beat me for this. But I believe the people right now, Jamaica's best support for games is the diaspora. Not the local fans. The local fans still waiting for I don't know what. The local fans are still waiting to see something. I don't know what, but the diaspora, we have to put our hands together for the support. And let me tell you this. Do you know it is way more expensive for people in the diaspora to watch a game that Jamaica plays in the diaspora than it is for a Jamaican to watch a game at our national stadium. Because they have to, most times, they have to book a flight. They have to stay in a hotel. And it's not like Jamaica where you get free ticket. You have to buy expensive tickets. They have to provide food for themselves. And most of them end up losing pay. So, for a person in the States watching a Jamaica game, it could run them $1,200 US to watch one game. So, you know that, let me just do the calculations. 1,200 at a minimum times, say 150. It in Jamaican currency, it costs $180,000 for people in the diaspora sometimes to watch one Jamaica game. And then a Jamaican fan who lives in Jamaica says $1,000 is too much for a ticket. 1,000 Jamaican dollars. The Jamaican fan says $7 US cost them too much. They should cut the price to $3.50 US so that they will support the team. And a Jamaican in the States, and I'm not talking about Jamaicans who have some major jobs, ordinary Jamaicans like you and I. It costs them $1,200 US most times to watch one game. See, here's one person, it costs $1,400 to travel from Connecticut. And here's the thing, they have the most things to say. The most things to say. Yes, when I tell people like AQ, people don't understand what AQ and these guys do. these guys are real fans, I'm telling you. Yeah, because you have fake fans, you know. You have a lot of fake fans. And I don't want to beat them because we're going to see in June. We're going to see in June because people knew about June from in February. So let's see who is going to want this. And here's the thing. If they're going to come to the game, they want free jersey, they want free ticket, they want free drive, they want free everything. So let's see what is going to happen in June. They're going to say, well, if the team start playing good, the people in the diaspora support the said team that you think not playing good. And I think they made a difference in the stands. They made a difference. They came to where the players were staying and interact. People love to see that. They love to look up in the players want to look up in the stands and see the Jamaican flag. And I'm telling you that the AQ and these guys, they are already booking their ticket to fly to Jamaica to come and watch the game. And remember, it's not like these people are multi-millionaires. They are just fans of the football. I'm telling you that. Big up Tyrone Williams. That's the spirit. That's the heart. You think a lot of those Mexicans are million? Listen, hey, every time I'm at these things, people can call in when they're ready, you know. You see Mexicans, you think Jamaicans love football. When last Mexico beat USA? When last Mexico beat the USA? Big up Ishmael. When last? Tell me. When last? And I'm telling you, if USA and Mexico play, hey, there are more Mexican fans in the stadium than Americans. Come on. And Mexico has not beaten USA in quite a while, and they still turn up. They still turn up. More than USA fans. I am telling you. People and them kids. Me I say, honestly, I say, but this is not the USA. Texas is not the USA. I fool them. Texas is Mexico. To me, Texas is not the USA. Texas is Mexico. I think like if USA playing against Mexico, they should not play the game in Texas. Play it at Washington or somewhere like that. Yeah, man, it's Texas. Texico. It's not. That's a good one, Jason. It's Texico. I'm telling you, that game was played in Mexico. I'm telling you. But hey, and the people love Jamaica, and all the Mexican fans were supporting Jamaica. Man is man, like me and Cranky gets through. What? Man is man, like me and Cranky get thrown in a police vehicle. True. Yeah. Hey, listen, honestly, I think like USA should play Mexico game like in New York. You understand me? Or like in Boston, like those places. Or like Philadelphia, in those places. I'm telling you. Listen. They have like their jersey, the people them coming in. Hey, this is the next thing with the diaspora. It's when the diaspora support Jamaica. You know they are Jamaicans because they have on. You know what they have on? They have on their Jamaican jersey. This is the next thing with diaspora fans. Diaspora fans don't wear Arsenal jersey, go watch Jamaica. Them don't wear Liverpool jersey. A Jamaican are the ones who live on the rock do that. Dress up in a them club team to go watch them national team. The ones in the diaspora, listen, there's a heart of them like, this is my team. This is my Jamaica. They put on, hey, some man have on some Jamaica jersey from way back when. Some Copa jersey, some all sports jersey, some long time Jamaica jersey. Because they're coming to support Jamaica. That's what we want to see from the Jamaican fans on the rock. Kappa, yeah, man. Yeah. See the people in the hotel, I want to big up all the people at the Hilton, Park Cities. You understand me? Daniel, Nubia, yeah, Jennifer, all the staff there. Great work. Big up man like Stephen Clark. You understand me? We have 50-50. Simon, I send you the link, 50-50. Good afternoon. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports.
Why never tell me say that on the JFF stuff?
Why me never tell that me on the JFF stuff?
Huh? I think them kidnap you.
You think them kidnap me?
Yeah, I'm not safe from you got the much money. But many people say them see you on TV screen, but I'm not safe.
You never see me on the TV. You never. What are they? Wait, what are the 50-50? You never see me on a live.
You see it on a live, but the TV screen I'm not watching them, never see it.
Wait, you know what? You want to see the players on TV, man? I am in the background. I don't need to be on TV, man. Is that so is
the should I run up on the field, man, as a striker? Hey, but man,
yeah.
Let me ask you a question, right? Would you say that the reggae boys is like the JPL and the PNP party where there's a huge distrust, not the reggae boys itself, but the JPL in particular, because they're associated with the team? Wouldn't you say that there's a large distrust with the JPL? So and it so happens to be that many Jamaican fans, right, the ones that at least don't go to the game, they don't feel a need or sense. Just like when you compare to politics, where there's no feel or any need, or you don't see anything that's progressing to say that why should I vote for PNP? Why should I vote for JP? So
All right.
as you might have many people who are registered to vote, but when you look at the voter turnout, it's very low. So you have many people who I believe can go to these games no money, but for some reason they don't want to go. You know.
So you think, let me see if I understand. You believe that the reason why people are not going to the game is because they are trying, so they are punishing the players in an effort to punish the JFF.
No, I'm not saying they're punishing the players.
So all right, so let me ask you a different question. When a fan don't go to to support the players, doesn't that have an effect on the players?
It does have an effect on the players. I do not know to what extent it would have in terms of their performances on the pitch. You know, that's a conversation.
So then let me ask you a different question. So why the diaspora, who have more reasons, the diaspora people who oftentimes are even, they feel like there's a quota system, they believe that they have more reasons not to support the team. They turn up in greater numbers. Because if anyone have a reason not to trust, not to support, is the people in the diaspora.
Let me ask a question.
No. You have to help me with that. So why then the diaspora feels that way, but yet they still go out and support the team?
I would rule that down to just those Jamaicans being really, patriotic in going far and wide to support the team and support anything that is Jamaican. And you do have many Jamaicans that despite the results, despite the history, if the team isn't doing well, they will go out and support in full force. So I believe those that do go are the ones that are really patriotic in that sense, where they really support the country. Whilst you have other Jamaicans who are football fans, you have conversations with them and they will say, yo, Jamaica are good at friends, me I deal with Ray. You want Jamaica to work up? No, watch them. Those are the ones that are not really patriotic. So no matter what the country does, for some reason or another, they just won't support the team. Whilst you have a fraction who I believe, you know what is killing us as fans, management, especially those fans that don't go to the game. I think over the years, Jamaica, they've built up their expectations to so much that when we had like past World Cup qualifiers, right, and those competitions, I feel like Jamaicans are so self-centered that they feel like football or the world is so centered around them that they're going to these tournaments, they're going to these qualifiers, thinking, yeah man, we must automatically make it go to the World Cup, we must automatically win the World Cup. So when they have such high expectations, when it is shut down money, as time goes by, they just lose that sense of feeling to go and support the team, because they look at the past and say, yo, man, them never qualify, but then we're going to support them for. So I feel like that is the case. They're so self-centered.
All right, so let me ask you this. There is a group of Jamaicans who live in the diaspora. They still support the team. Why? All that you're saying to me,
I believe they're more, what I've realized, man, the diaspora in America, etc., I feel like they're more patriotic. So, most of them, some of them, compared to Jamaicans who live in Jamaica. You have Jamaicans in Jamaica who are very patriotic, like yourself, like Coach Mincy, who go far and wide to support the team. Whilst you have the diaspora in Jamaica who are still where they're going far and wide to support the team. But many Jamaicans who live in Jamaica, for some reason or another, them just they don't have.
Let me ask you this. You believe, like, let me say this to you. Do you know that we lost to the USA, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the people who were there still came to the third and fourth game. Do you know that the resounding sentiment is that the people were proud? I can't talk about who are in Jamaica watching. I can talk about the fans that we interacted with. They were so proud of the team, though they lost to the USA. So I don't think people want us to win stuff, but I don't think people are so disappointed that we didn't win the Nations League that the people are not going to support us for the Copa America. I don't think so. I think people are realistic. Yes, we want to win, but when they see the team, did like what they did in this tournament, give their all. They fought to what you would call the end. It was not the most creative game in terms of style of play, but they saw commitment and hard work. I think that resonate in the hearts and the minds of the people. And it says to them, we believe in this team. We can follow this team. So at the end of the day, while we want to win the Gold Cup, while we believe we can win the World Cup, I think there are cases where people end up not winning and they are still happy. Like, I think if Jamaica went to Copa America and lost on penalty to say Argentina in the finals, I don't think like people are going to come back and say, oh, me now support them man because them man never win the Copa America against. I don't think so. I think people are realistic. Those they are optimistic.
I think that the diaspora, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they're more realistic and they're more measured in their thinking compared to many Jamaicans who live in Jamaica who watch football. Because if you have conversations with many Jamaicans in the country, right? Manins, I'm telling you, they're self-centered to the point that they feel like Jamaica must just go and bother any and every team. So you see those people, Manins, whenever the team loses, them are going to tell you, say, yo, very team no good, blah, blah, blah. Compared to the diaspora who I think they're more measured and realistic in their thinking. Even if Jamaica lose to the USA, they will still go to the third place game to watch Panama and still support the team. And as I said, I feel like the diaspora is more patriotic to a certain extent compared to a fraction of Jamaicans who do live in Jamaica. Manning, tell me the truth. You ever have some conversation with someone at Jamaica about football and you hear some unrealistic things to them tell you?
Yeah, but
that is in the diaspora over here.
Yeah, but people in diaspora also have what I'm saying, that you can be optimistic but still be realistic. Like you're hoping that you win, but when you, depending on how you lose, you could still walk away with some joy.
Let me tell you, that's why I'm drawing the comparison to politics in Jamaica, where you have the JPL and the PNP party who for so many years they have disappointed the people. So whilst you have many people who can vote, the voter turnout is normally low. Now there are many Jamaicans who I think can afford to go to these games, but there's a fraction of them who are so disassociated with the team because of different things that have happened over the previous years with the team. So it's like they find all the excuses in the world to not go and support the team. And what you will find, man, is probably if Jamaica make it to the World Cup or we're going to the Copa America, maybe there would be even a higher turnout, which I don't really care about the turnout in America. I care about the turnout in Jamaica when the World Cup qualifiers come, because many times the team plays in Jamaica and nobody wants to go to the game. And let me tell you, man, the Jamaican people find money for anything. Them find money for some money is not the issue, man. If Jamaicans actually want to go and watch the team at the national team, they will find the money to go. May I tell you? So I feel, I don't know how we can fix this issue going forward. I don't know if Jamaicans are just a wagon of people, if it is that win and butter those things, them just look funny wagon and start going to game. I don't know.
All right, 50-50. Thank you so much, sir. That's 10 minutes. And we have other callers calling in, but hear your opinion. Yeah, man. All right. Bless up yourself every time. Yeah. For the people who want the tracksuit, you can check on the Adidas website. It is there. And there is going to be a big announcement for that game in June, about the possibility of being at that game and being able to purchase Adidas stuff. I think there is going to be something like that. So let's see what will happen. We have none other than Mr. Flavor Max, Mr. Arsenal himself. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. Good afternoon. How you doing?
Good afternoon, my name is man. Long time. Firstly, I want to big up the whole administration, the coaches, the players. They did a good job, man. I could speak for myself and people that are on the platform watching what along. Everybody did happy and satisfied with the performance. And I myself was, a little bit surprised, but was also happy with the performance as well. And big up the coach. Get the coach almost that he did what he was supposed to do, and with whatever he was working with. And I could see, probably for the first time, this is my opinion, actually see the players implement what the coach want them to do. I could see what the coach want the players to do. and they executed it defensively, mostly. But I want to ask you this, man, because somebody on the ground, I don't know if you can answer it, but how much you know about the interview and whatever. I don't want you to go far into it. I just want to ask you this: how much did it impact the players, if it impact them any at all, negatively or positively, going into the game?
What? How much did what?
The huh?
The interview.
Yeah.
I think the interview inspired the players.
Inspired the players.
Yeah, I think it served as a inspiration. Especially there was an interview by this guy called Tillman after he played the Champions League game. I know that a lot of them had that in the back of their mind, and they said, listen, yeah, we're gonna show them. And I think, like, you know how it is, players believe, like, okay, we are going to show the world that any 11 of us, and the players really believe that any 11 that steps on that field is good enough to compete with anybody. And I think they in themselves, that's the attitude, that the 11 of us, any 11 that we put out here, because that's the environment. So it's good when you have players who says, listen, we need everyone to believe that when they go out there, they are just as good. So Jamali must believe that I'm just as good as Andre Blake. You understand what I mean? That Tavan Gray must believe I'm just as good as Dexter. Greg Lee must believe that I'm just as good as Amari Bell. That kind of a thing, right? So that is important. I think that is important, that that the players feel that way, that any 11 that goes out there is good enough to represent the 23. And that is the attitude they had. Listen, that whatever was said, we're going to show Jamaica that any 11 out of the 23, any 11 out of the 60 can do the job. So we are not dependent on any. Yes, so it's basically, we're not dependent on no individual. If we work together, which is what the team did, if we work together as a team, then you see, yeah.
Well, nothing wrong with that. Finally, in terms of the support, though, man, I mean, the diaspora supporters and the local supporters are different. I mean, the diaspora, they kind of look to vicariously live through, like the reggae boys playing games, so feel close to Jamaica. A lot of people in the diaspora leave Jamaica from they were young. Some never go back. Some not go back in a long time. So whenever time the Jamaica team come in town, they will look to go. And the difference with the local, I mean, they're always in Jamaica and they have a lot of other things to choose from. So I think they will come around, like matches like these will help, will serve them and do a good job for the locals to come on board. I mean, and winning will solve that as well. Winning will always solve them and to come around. So I am not concerned about it. It's just two different mindsets when it comes to supporting the program and supporting the boys. But they will come around. Because even in 1998, enough people never know Butler, because Butler, man like Freddie Butler, them never going to the final round of the qualification in 1998. And a lot of people wasn't on board in
who never, no, man, what do you mean say Freddie Butler never going to the final round? They never get to go to the World Cup. Yeah, they never go to the World Cup.
The final round, but they never go World Cup.
Yeah,
well, even so, a lot of people start support the team when we actually go World Cup. But they have some players that they drop out at the final round when
but we're not talking about players. So whether players are drop out or not, what we are saying is that while I understand what happened in 1998, right? While I understand that, what I am saying is this. Are these real issues or excuses that the local fans are making? That is it. Maybe they are real issues, but all I am saying is that the cost to ordinary Jamaicans who live in the States, who do ordinary jobs in the States,
but
what they pay to go and watch a game is way, way more in comparison what it would cost a man in Jamaica to watch it.
But money is not the only factor, because you see, a man in the diaspora, he think it worth going and feel a part of Jamaica and the Jamaica culture through the reggae boys. The local fans don't necessarily have to do that. But it's not just football, you know. When you look at the Talawa team, the Talawa don't have a franchise anymore, because
but the Talawa is not a Jamaican national team. It's a franchise.
It's not a Jamaican national
No,
team,
it's a
franchise.
No, they don't represent. It's a franchise located in Jamaica. So that's different.
Yes,
this is your Jamaican national. All right. So here's what now. You see, if the players were playing were locally based, I could understand a fan saying, "Me watch them Monday every Sunday," but some don't need to watch them. Do you realize that Demari Gray came to Jamaica and never even had like 500 people watching him?
Yeah, that is true. But what I want to ask before a question, because me probably don't know the history like that. Is there ever a time when all Jamaicans locally were on board from the start of a campaign to the end? Or the history will show that we gradually hop onto the campaign?
No, man. Obviously, in no country, I think like in the countries that are not regular in the World Cup, of course, momentum is important. What I am saying to you is that listen to the team that Jamaica has lost to, right? In competitive game, right? Who have we lost to? Who have we lost to? USA, Mexico, and Canada.
Mexico. That's the big team.
All right. So we have had a lot of victories. So it's not like the team has not had a win record. The team has. It's not like the team has not had a lot of star players. The team has. So there is something that is missing. The point I am making is this. The diaspora has more reasons not to support the team.
Why? I beg to differ.
Let me tell you why. Because the diaspora oftentimes hear this message. Here's the message they hear. There is a quota system in place for youth players. So they could also walk away and say, but you don't want our kids to play. Why should we support your team? To me, that's a bigger reason not to support the team. But they support the team regardless. Normally, watch this again. Normally, the games they get to support the team are the games that Jamaica is expected to lose. When we play in the States against USA, there's an expectation that we're going to lose. When we play in Mexico, there's an expectation. But when we play the teams that Jamaica guaranteed to beat, the Jamaicans in Jamaica don't support it.
Yeah, but you see, that's still chump. Let me tell you what chump everything you just said. Being away from Jamaica, the land of food and water for 20 years, 10 years, 15 years, 5 years, and then the reggae boys come in town, you want to feel close to Jamaica through the reggae boys, and that chump everything you say. That make a difference, you know. Whenever I travel, wherever I am, and anything we have black, yellow, and green, I want to be close to that because I want to feel close to my country, and that chump everything. Anyway, how it look for the weekend, Sunday?
No, man, Arsenal 3 points. Favor Max, man. Arsenal 3 points, man. Favor Max. No, watch me.
I know.
Watch me. Favor Max.
Give me the score.
No, me just look.
No, me know the 3 points still. But I the score one.
Two piece, man. Look at if you watch the screen, me just look to the crystal ball and see it. 2-0. Me just look to the crystal ball and me see scoreline. Arsenal 2, City 0. Yeah. Me just look to the crystal ball and see it. Yeah.
I say no more.
All right, say no more. Yeah, man, bless up. All right, that was Flavorbox. Simon, welcome.
Yes, sir. Afternoon. How are you doing? Hope you got some rest.
Yeah, we have a call. Let me just take Dwight and then we get back to you. Dwight, welcome to the show. We have Simon who has joined us as well. He was just about to.
Yeah, Mr. Simon.
He was just about to make the most elaborate. He was just about to give the most elaborate introduction of himself, and then you called in. So let me let him finish his introduction, and then we'll come back to you. Go ahead, Simon. You were saying something.
No, man. Very, very thanks for having me on, and hope you're able to get some rest and, a great 8 days that we had. So looking forward to what lies ahead as well. And, we'll give the call an opportunity to speak and we'll continue the discussion.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Yes, man. Big up to you guys and the support staff. Outstanding job. Everything that I see online with everybody that's going on. So that's first of all, big up to you guys for the work that you guys do.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
In terms of the players that was going on, this Reggae Boys group that is going through the qualification, it's a workman-like team. It's a bring your lunch pail, carry chop wood, carry water, take your coal. It's a 23-man unit. They do have a few superstars, but you can see the communication between the players. When one man slip up, the other man cover for them and give him a fist bump, give him a little high five, dap him up, right? The guys are talking. When Lambakisa was up front, you see Bobby Reed cover for him on the back. So there's a lot of teamwork between the guys. You see Damari Gray, who anybody would consider a star, come back and track back after he loses the ball or win the ball. The body language of not stand up on your hip and pointing at man and why you forget this is not there. Even on the Corey Burke own goal, the team still stuck together. So what is going on? You've seen a better team unit and more cohesion out of this unit. And I think what the culture that's been established with the team is that anybody that comes in is coming to be a part of the team and put it to work. You are just part of the cog and no prima donna. That means everybody carry the water bottle, everybody carry the cones, everybody do a little thing because it's an operation that is not rich in money, but is rich in talent and resources. So the team aspect of the team is growing, and as Hal Grimson said, the psychological part of that is even better.
Yeah, man. Awesome observation.
Yeah. Now, the other part with the fan base, right? Winning solves everything. One of the things as fans, and this is not the responsibility of the federation, government, nobody. This is responsibility of fans, myself included. Where a lot of the countries that are where football is their primary sport. So let's be factual. This week, 95% of the Jamaican fans were focused on champs, right? That's just facts, right? Even those that are in the diaspora, that's where their attention was. They were watching the football game, but they were saying, let me see what are going on in 100, the 4x100 on this and that, right? Now, we as fans, where we have to come and match the energy of a Mexico, of a Venezuela and Ecuador in Copa Americas and the Gold Cup, we have to have coordinated buses from these cities going to these events. We have to have coordinated transportation from your Orlando going in. All right, New York people, we have a bus, we have 1-2 buses, buy your ticket, buy your package, gets you there, accommodation, and come back. So there's more efforts needed. Perfect example how you can see that. We are a much better team than Guatemala. Our diaspora, I would say, might be slightly bigger than Guatemala. I'm not sure the exact numbers. But when the Guatemalans come to a game, no matter where it is in the US, they are 5 or 6 coach buses deep in fans and the stadium packed. And what that speaks to is the coordination of the different channels that are buying and selling their tickets. They're buying and selling their tickets in sections of the stadiums that are together and where it is. So we just need coordination and organization, and our fan base will grow. And because people come and see them, but when people know 60 to 90 days before a tournament, okay, I buy the package with a ticket, I buy the bus, go to stadium for the weekend and come back, and I know that plan is solid, that's when we would see the growth. And that's my 2 cents on that, and a solution to possibly do that.
All right. Big up yourself. Do it. Well said.
Right.
Well said. Yeah, man. Thank you. Yeah, man. We also have the superstar live from Dallas, Coach Minzy from the coach's desk. Welcome.
Dallas was there and Dallas finished. Great experience. Big up, Simon.
Big up.
Yeah, man. All right. So I'll let Simon go and then. Oh, go ahead, coach.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just heard Dwight made mention of champs, and people are watching champs.
Yeah.
We link up with AQ, and in the house that all the people were, they were also watching champs. Even when we did do the live stream from there, people still are watch champs, interact, all of that, getting ready for the football. And for me to leave champs,
yeah,
come to a football game and know it great, and know say we are support the thing. The man say. So it would be good fit to see more fans, especially come in the national stadium. I said to myself, it's not about the federation, it's about the sport that I love and supporting the team that I'm following and I love. So we can't find these excuses about federation. We have to just support the team if we support the team. That's all I have to say for now.
Yeah, man. But what? All right, let me just ask you this, coach. I mean, in terms of, because you were there, you were at the training session, you were at the games. What is your overall assessment with the team finishing third? Just you, like I said, you were there and kind of close enough to kind of probably make a better assessment from those who probably watched it on TV.
I mean, the team played excellent. It was a masterclass performance from the team. It's just unfortunate that we always have to get these bad situations in games like this, heading to our first final in our Nations League. I think that's where we're heading. However, it just looked like the football gods not ready for us as yet to win a tournament. But we still are patient and we still, trying as best as possible to push. But I like the tactics of the coach. From day one, people always enforcing that, the coach only know 4-2-2, the coach. And I have seen in games where in attack, you see a different formation. In defense, you see a different formation. So I couldn't understand why people were just plugging the 4-4-2 on this coach. And to see him went in his tactical hat and pull out this against the United States. The United States team, they had no clue. They had no answer. They were out of sorts versus a Jamaica team. And it goes to show that they showed us a lot more respect than the Mexico team because of how they actually played us. So all in all, it was a good game. Being at the hotel and the training session, they could see that the players were together. The unity was there. The camaraderie was there. They were just into it. I think you could see a team on a mission going out there to get this thing done. And irrespective of the disappointment of not being in the final and winning the entire competition, getting that third place medal is an absolute magical moment for me, and I'm certain for you guys as well, and as well as the players, because it normally we say Panama will bogey team, and I said to cranky this time around, now the bogey team, we're gonna kick with them foot, because of how I saw the players, they were just gelling. They talk about chemistry that was there. They talk about unity that was there. It was just a good experience. But probably lost for words now in terms of all the adjectives to actually describe how good of a unit the team was. And hats off to all the players, every single one of them who came out and give their all. Big up to the coaching staff as well. Massive coaching staff. Big up to Simon and the media team. Big up to Mannings and the management team. It was just a good vibe. The players are really good human beings. We went into the hotel and they were just receptive of talking to you. If you want a photo to be taken, they had no problem. It was just a good little vibes for me. You understand? And I hope that we'll continue on this trajectory. And as we continue, we'll get better and better and better. As I already know that will happen. So definitely, I see better and bigger things going forward for this team.
Yeah, man. Nice. All right. Well said, coach. Simon, yeah, talk to the fans because, yeah, you were there as well.
Wonderful experience. It's, just goes to show what we've been able to accomplish and to see the positivity and the messages all across from this sort of accomplishment, and to see people saying that should have been us getting the gold medal just goes to show the optimism, the hope, and everybody felt reassured for what is to come. So I think we can look back at the last 8 days and be very happy, and something to really build upon for the summer as well. And when you bear in mind that it's events that come thick and fast, World Cup qualifiers and Copa America in that time frame, June going into July, it gives you that optimism for what lies ahead as well. And for us, it's about that consistency. And for me, one of the biggest things that that stood out to me, I mean, of course, the result is wonderful, but I just had a glimpse at like some of the ages of some of the guys that are in the squad. The Karoys who are 19, Kaim Dixon 19, Dexter at 20, King at 22, Dishon at 23. You have 7 or 8 players. Latibodier 24, Cephas 24. So you have 8 players in the squad. Shaquan Davis 23 as well.
Yeah.
So Tavon Gray 21. So you have 8 players in the squad that are 23 years of age or younger. And I'm just saying to myself, this is a core that will be leaders by the time the 2030 campaign comes around. So this experience they're getting, a taste of success, a little appetizer of success, I think that would bode well when these young men are leaders down the road post 2026. So that for me is something like I observed.
Yeah. That is true because, like I said, I mean, even that Panama team, like Coach Minzy mentioned them being our bogey team. Like at no point I felt like, geez, Panama is going to score. Like you just didn't feel like they were creating enough opportunities. And so you kind of say to yourself, like, organizationally, the team had it, spot on. And one of the things for me is that I wasn't at a lot of the training sessions because of other duties, but even the surface, you can tell that the surface that the players train on, like the quality of those things, I think build confidence in the players. You never had a lot of injuries because you had proper surface, which says to me a very integral part of the team is providing them with quality surfaces to play on. Like, yeah, that's a picture of the surface. Like the surface is the surface at a university is better than the surface at our national stadium by far. By far.
Yeah, you're right about that, Mornings. I loved it. I was flabbergasted by it. It was eye-popping to me.
Yeah, quality surface, and to see the maintenance of it as well, periodically, the water irrigation, the maintenance after we use it because another team trained on it as well, just to see how it was well maintained, a team there as well observing in terms of looking at to ensure everything was in place. So it was absolutely world class, and coach even credited them in the press conference as well before the Panama game, credited the quality of the surface and how he was able to execute what he wanted in the sessions.
Because it will be difficult for Jamaica because don't we have like the tryouts in June before the World Cup qualifiers? So you figure that the stadium surface is going to take some level of battering. How for discus, shot put, javelin.
Yeah, invitational will also be on it too in May.
Mm-hmm.
So a whole things will be happening. I think primary champs will be held there. Stagic core finals will be held there. So quite a number of
prep school
champs. Yeah. And we can't really compare the national stadium to these type of quality facilities because the thing that I believe is our problem is that we lack maintenance of these facilities. And even at the games, as even before people leave the field, I see the irrigation people coming out hose and start to water the pitch So so once you see that, you got to get off. So it's a matter of maintenance, and these people are right around the clock on their duty. So our people, I don't think they are disciplined in that manner to carry out these sort of activities to ensure that the maintenance of the field is up to par.
Yeah, and I mean, and like I said, that is important. Like, and you also mentioned this, Coach Minzy, is that there is, I think Jamaica just culturally is so different. I don't know what the other teams are like if the kind of openness with our players, where like people can come in and interact with them. You know that because we have this, I think this diaspora community. Whenever we are in the States, wherever we are, it's like the fans want to know because they want to be there. I don't know if any other team kind of has that. And I think somebody was saying that because some of these people, they have not been in Jamaica. So our situation is so unique. Our fans, especially in the States, want to interact with the team. And it is good that people would have seen that there is no hostility, because sometimes you probably can believe that because of some of the things that has happened in the past. And I must say, for the most part, in recent months, I would say the dialogue about the players online has not been as harsh as when I initially came out on YouTube a few years ago. I am telling you, before that World Cup campaign and leading up, the sentiments that were expressed were, I would say, some of it unbecoming. And I think over time, there's a level or a grouping of the fan base that has matured. And so how they have spoken about the players, that has gotten better. And in return, the players have become so much more receptive to the fan base. And I think that is only going to get stronger. I don't know how you feel about that, but I believe the relationship between the fans and the players, especially those on YouTube, have become a whole lot better than it was probably a year and a half ago.
There's a lull there, but I believe that you could be onto something, Manins. Definitely. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. But no, I'm saying that's a group, because there is still, there is still going to be, that. But Sam, let me just say this, right? Mm-hmm. This is the third Nations League, right?
Yes, the third edition of the Nations League.
And America has won it all 3 times.
All 3 times they've gotten on the podium, the top podium. Yeah, all 3 times. You've had Mexico in a final, you've had Canada in a final, and again Mexico again in a final.
Yeah. All right. And this is our best finish in the Nations League.
Yeah, it's quite a journey, when the tournament started in 2018 to play prelim games, to be playing in League B, to be promoted to League A, to having to staying in League A, and now going and having a deep run in the competition. So we have to applaud this as well, and being the first time since Gold Cup 2017 that we're finishing on the podium, having a medal around our necks as well. So 7 years was the last time. So it's great to, get that under our wings, and hopefully it can be the start of opening up a cabinet where we can have more accolades within the CONCACAF region and beyond.
Yeah.
So it's a big one.
Yeah. Coach Minzy, first medal since 2017.
Yep. It's a great feeling, man. Great experience. I mean, going through the airport. Oh, you were at the game. You were at the game. You were at the game. Being at the hotel that I was staying. I mean, once when you go down for breakfast and in the lobby area, and you're sitting and chilling, people just look by you and know say you're Jamaica, or probably hear you say a word or two and know that you're Jamaica. And we just build that unit right there and then without even knowing the persons, So it was a good. You have some people that they do this unnoticed, and it doesn't matter where the reggae boys are playing, they go out to the games. This gentleman was there with his son, right? He said that his wife knows me from college days. I can't recall her, but this man, they everywhere. with his son or his wife. She wasn't able to go, but he was there with his son, and it was just a good experience meeting these people and interacting with other Jamaicans. It was just a good. You could just feel the energy, the positive energy from the people that we are here to support and get the thing out.
Listen, I met an ex-family who they were in Australia for the Women's World Cup. Listen, Jamaica have some fans, I'm telling you, they were in Australia for the World Cup, and the entire family, the mother, the father, the daughter, the granddaughter, all came out. Like it's such, like I'm telling you, it is such a big. It's a big deal, and I mean that is just an awesome thing. As Captain Andre Blake stated, players need to commit early in the campaign. I think he's suggesting that players probably in the diaspora who have Jamaican heritage should commit to representing Jamaica. I think that is what Dwight is saying. That I think he's saying that Andre would have mentioned that in a press conference or probably something that he said, not sure. But I heard this, that have you heard the many US pundits wanted to steal Coach Al Grimson, so Jamaica needs to be careful they don't lure him away with a bag of money. Yeah. But I did hear them saying that because you see, this is the thing, like every game Berhalter plays, he's under pressure to lose his job. Like, so it's a high intensity environment. You understand me? But yep.
Yeah, and the US media is on a different level. When you were in coast to coast, different landscape, the different entities online, and also, when you bear in mind TV, radio. So every day, there will be questions. Should he be the man in the hot seat for 2026? And that's 2 years from now. So this is a conversation that will continue to linger. But of course, he earned another feather in his cap. So certainly he's looking forward towards Copa America now, and they have friendlies lined up as well against some top quality opposition. But yeah, what I like, Greg Berhalter, he spoke about having respect for Coach Al Grimson as well, and how Jamaica sets up. So it's great that when persons acknowledge what takes place. And I know, Mannings, you spoke earlier about Tillman, and in a sense, Greg Berhalter kind of apologized for what Tillman said. Like, he was saying that he didn't think Tillman meant any harm or anything, because Greg is saying Jamaica is a great team. But once the acknowledgement and the praise comes from outwards, it shows that we are in the right direction.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, somebody said he just re-up, meaning the up to his contract. Yeah. So Sam, what does this mean now? I mean, for the next edition of the Nations League.
Yeah, we have to be a little patient. We'll see what the next ranking looks like. Not FIFA ranking, but CONCACAF rankings index, because CONCACAF doesn't use a FIFA rankings. CONCACAF use the CONCACAF rankings index when they do their seedings for CONCACAF tournaments. Nations League, they use the CONCACAF rankings index. Right now, Jamaica are 6th. But let's say that Jamaica move into the top 4, right? Then it would be a scenario where Jamaica would avoid the group stages and just start in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Just like what USA, Canada, Mexico, Costa Rica did last year. So that would be good for Jamaica. But some may say it has cons to it, because in September and October, we would have to look friendlies for ourselves. But I tend to look at the positives and say that we're one step closer to a semi-final in that sense. But yeah, I'm sure we can be able to use the September and October window wisely to arrange friendlies if we find ourselves within the top 4. But it's a good headache to have.
Okay, because I thought, I'm glad for that clarity, because I thought the top 4 automatically qualify for the quarterfinals of the next edition, but it is not necessarily so. It is based on the rankings.
Based on the rankings, yes. So not necessarily the Jamaica, Panama, USA, Mexico. Not necessarily though. Those 4. It's going to be based on the ranking itself. So let's see what the next ranking is like. Usually it's like March 31st for the CONCACAF ranking. So let's see what the next ranking will reflect, and then we take it from there in that case. But we know what we have, one step at a time. And the good news is that, almost every single FIFA window we will be occupied in. And, World Cup qualifying is also a good dress rehearsal for Copa America as well. So you could say things flow from that sort of standpoint. So
will that ranking come out before the 2 qualifiers or after the 2 qualifiers? Because I'm thinking with the points that we'd have picked up, well, we would not have lost a lot of points to the US because they are ranked higher than us.
Correct.
But Panama was ahead of us, so we should get points possibly because we beat a higher ranked team.
Exactly. And the next thing that CONCACAF have not announced yet, which we will need to know, is which month of the index will they use for the seedings? Is it March 2024? Is it May 2024? Which month of the index are they going to use for the seedings? That is not public knowledge just yet. So once we're able to know that, then we can be able to say, okay, well, Jamaica is in the top 4. Jamaica is just outside the top 4. So, okay, we'll have to play group stage again. So that's when we will know exactly, all right, we're going to play group stage or quarterfinals.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. You understand that, Coach Minzy? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Person are asking where CONCACAF's website has the rankings for everything, for men's index, women's index, club index. So that's why you can see Mount Pleasant has the highest ranked Jamaican club. So they have a ranking for everything. Even under 20, CONCACAF has rankings for under 17, and persons can see there as well.
How do they get the ranking though? Is it win-loss ratio?
It only counts against CONCACAF teams. So if Jamaica plays England, the result of that would not be counted in CONCACAF index. It'd be counted in the FIFA rankings.
Yeah, I'm talking the club index.
Yeah, the club index is so from a Jamaican standpoint, it's when you play against another team in that competition itself. And when it will take on points from a Jamaican standpoint is when the playoffs start. Who finishes 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, because those teams will qualify for the club championships.
Okay. So
playoffs time, we can really analyze that at time when the JPL playoffs start and know how that will work. Who will top the table? Who will finish second? Yeah, top 3 qualifiers for CONCACAF Caribbean Cup and 4th qualifiers for the Caribbean Club Shield. So still a lot of football locally to be played.
And CONCACAF just released the U20s as well.
Yeah, and I know persons will be excited about that. The draw is April 11. April 11 will be the draw for the tournament. So on that day, we'll know who Jamaica will play. The most we know right now is that Jamaica is in pot 4 with Haiti and Canada. So that means Jamaica will not face Haiti or Canada. But Jamaica is going to face a team in pot 1, pot 2, and pot 3. So one team from each pot Jamaica will face. So what we know for sure, Jamaica will not play Haiti or Canada in the group stages, at least, of the Under-20 Championship.
But
Jamaica,
we know who are some of the teams in the other pots?
Yeah, yes. So pot 1, USA, Honduras, Mexico. So Jamaica will play one of those teams. One of USA, Mexico, or Honduras. Pot 2, it's Panama, Costa Rica, Domrep. So Jamaica will play one of those teams. Panama, Costa Rica, Domrep. And pot 3, Guatemala, El Salvador, Cuba. So Jamaica will face one of Guatemala, El Salvador, or Cuba. Yeah.
So sticky.
Competitive.
Yeah. So very sticky. So very sticky. These other 26 so very sticky. But that is coming up. And I know there's a U18 going to Turkey as well. And the U17 actually their qualifier start in August.
Yeah, and it's
a lot of football.
A lot of football to be played. You know, when you're bearing in mind FIFA is expanding the World Cup to 48 teams, I think everybody should be chomping at the bit for that because CONCACAF already has 4 spots. So when you're going to expand it to 48 teams, no, that's more spots for CONCACAF. So everybody should be excited and saying this is our chance. We have a great chance. Yeah. And the Under-17 World Cup is going to be every year now.
Every year, yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Some innings, you don't have a situation where somebody misses out because of their age.
Yeah. Which was part of the problem because I think a lot of like players like Cleo Clark would have experienced that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because of just when you're born and all of that. So I think it is good that they have
Yeah, so we have everything to be excited. Quite a summer we have ahead as well. I mean, I heard what Dwight was saying earlier about champs and everything, but I do think we as Jamaicans can be in a situation where we have multiple sports going on and still have time to focus and give our support as well. Last year, Women's World Cup, Netball World Cup was same time, and I think there was great support. And this year it's an Olympic year with Copa as well. So I do think we can still show our support regardless of things happening at the same time.
Let's hope that Jamaica don't play when like Shelly and Sharika probably be in the final of an event, because I think that would take precedence over the game. I feel like, because it's faster though, so it's not. I think a person will click over and watch the race instead of the football, because I am not missing Sharika and Shelly in any final. Like, once I can watch it, I'd watch it and go back over to the game, because how long does a race take? It takes less than 5 minutes. Yeah, for the entire thing, the pre-game, the post-game thing to be completed. So
yeah, I get you. I guess the good thing here is that Paris is 7 hours ahead of Jamaica. So that would be like 2 o'clock in the afternoon where finals will be run, Jamaica time, 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's a reasonable time frame as well for finals.
Yeah. So the Copa is very good, because Jamaica plays in they go back to Texas for 2 games.
Yes,
the games will be in Texas. One in Austin, one in Houston, and the other one is in Vegas. So it's like in familiar territory. Though it's different cities in the state of Texas.
Exactly. Yeah, and should we get to the quarterfinals, whether we're first or second in a group, the quarterfinal will be in Dallas. We'll be in the Dallas, the same place we took on the USA, same place we took on Panama. The quarterfinal will be in Dallas. So that's something we can already plan already. 3 of our first 4 games will be in Dallas, Texas, you know. Yeah.
It's only if you get to the semifinals, you move over to the East Coast or Midwest.
East Coast.
East Coast.
Yeah, New Jersey, and of course the big final in Miami.
Yeah.
3rd place is in Charlotte, I believe. So yeah, East Coast for the latter stages.
Yeah. And then, I mean, some of us may not have even noticed, but Trinidad played Canada as well on the Saturday. Did you see that game, Minzy?
No, we never get to go watch that game there, no.
Oh.
I watched that game there at all, but we did here. We see the result, man. See what go on.
So that means that Canada qualifies for the Copa, along with who? Because there were 2 playoff games. It's Canada and who? And there was a next.
Costa Rica, Honduras.
Who won that?
Costa Rica won 3-1.
Okay, so Costa Rica and Canada have qualified. Now, Jamaica, there's a playoff game going on to determine who Jamaica, who will be the next team in the group for the World Cup qualifiers.
Yeah. So right now, well, the first leg took place a few days ago, USVI against British Virgin Islands. That match ended 1-1. And right now, the second leg is going on, BVI versus USVI, and it's 0-0. If the score remains the same, it will be BVI in Jamaica's group by virtue of the away goal rule. So if it remains as is, then it would be BVI in Jamaica's group for the second round of World Cup qualifying.
Okay, and that BVI is where Vin Blaine is the technical director?
He's in the US one, the US version.
He's in the USVI.
Yeah.
All right, that seemed like a simple trip, because I think because it is a British Virgin Island, the players like in England should have easy flight there. I suspect that they have straight flight from like places in the UK to the BVI.
Right, and as for us on the island, where you can go Kingston, Miami BVI, all we would need is a US visa, so pretty straightforward from that sort of standpoint. But yeah, you're right, it's a British overseas territory, so travel is not going to be complicated from that standpoint. So yeah, if it is USVI or even if it is USVI, there's non-stop flights, so it shouldn't be an issue at all. And yeah.
But Simon, as the person who is in charge of the media thing, just a suggestion in terms of the games that are coming up. Could there be like an ongoing advertisement so that it might sensitize fans? Because sometimes people don't know that the games are really happening, Even persons probably who would want to attend the games, they are not aware of these games until probably when we start post, people are saying, yo, game did I keep, whatever. So if we could like up the advert in that regards, it probably could help out even getting more people on board.
Yeah, I think a lot more, especially like your World Cup qualifiers. You want to market the games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think because there is a buzz, like a momentum. Like a surfer, he's there just gliding on the water. He looks for the perfect wave, and he gets that wave, and he maximizes the wave because he don't really know when the next wave is going to come up. I think like there is a wave, and you have to squeeze as much out of this wave by your advertising, because you don't know what the next window is going to hold. So I think like Coach Minzy is right. It's one game in this next window, a World Cup qualifiers. And listen, I suspect like when these players go back, I see like a player, not going to call his name, posted his medal, and then Mr. MG love it underneath it, that's what he posted, because I think both of them would have played in the same academy setup.
What your academy name? What's the name of the academy?
I know Northern club.
Yeah. I know Coach Minzy supports the team.
So you them, man.
Yeah, they're playing the north of England,
Yeah, there you go. So I think like when this happens, I think it inspires and encourages other players to look this side, and so that is it, and that is something that we have to also think about. But it is good. 100 fans reply to MG. Man, so 100 fans reply. Yeah. But yeah, so good things. I mean, people, I don't know about. One thing I know is that even American fans, Panamanian fans, want the Jamaican gears. Like everybody is fascinated with the Jamaican, the sweats and even the jersey. Like people come asking, can we get the like I said, even American fans, Mexican fans, they say, hey man, we like that. Can we get that jersey? Can we get that sweat? Where can we get it? And things. So I think that is also big, that we're so marketable in terms of what we present. It comes with this flair. The fashion comes with a flair that puts it in high demand. And again, that is something that I think we need to capitalize on as we go forward. But I don't know if you experience that, Coach Minzy, in terms of what it like wearing the Jamaican kit and people, approaching you about it and stuff. But many people ask about, where can we get this? Where can we get this? Where? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of people wanting to know where we got the jerseys or the kit that I was wearing. It looked good. Everybody loved it. I mean, it was just, and once them see them, say, who love the Jamaicans them? Wanna guess?
The Mexicans.
Jesus, peace. But
yeah.
Right now, the Mexicans, they came early to support.
I'm telling you, they were booing. When the time went up in the first game, they were booing.
Yeah,
it's too much time. Yeah.
And when the game finished and they saw us, they said, "Oh, Jamaica, man, we wanted you to win." So they're supporting us. Even in the Panama game again, they were just supporting the Jamaicans. It was just good to see, man. It was all exciting. And yeah, man. If the jersey can, gentlemen, you know what me say? We're going to Walmart, seeing. We're AQ, Cranky, and some other people, German. We're going to Walmart, Antigua too. And we're going to the Walmart, we see right at the cash register area, the amount of Mexican paraphernalia.
Yeah.
You get t-shirts, jerseys. You have a little small. You have small flags. You have a mask. You have scarf. Every single thing that you could spell Mexico.
Yep.
We need to start do something like that. If it's even at the front of the stadium, have somebody set up a little booth and just start sell or gear, because I believe a lot of people will buy. because a lot of persons were asking for it, even if they don't buy the entire suit, they love the top. So they would have even gotten the jacket part of it.
Yeah, some people are saying it is they ran out of stuff on the Adidas site.
Yeah, man, I think a small lever now. One, it depends on the Adidas side. Every time Jamaica jersey go up on the Adidas side, it finish quick. Adidas are going out a bag of things with that Jamaica jersey there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
That is, yeah, man. That I think that is important. I think that is an important part. Yeah, like I said, promoting and pushing the game. I think that is very important. Just to engage the fans, and I think part of it too is to get the players, because the players don't play in Jamaica. They don't play in the local leagues, though they may know some of them. I think it would be good to have some of them find a way of interacting with the community. It will be in the summer. Maybe it means going to some of the Diaspora Cup camps and Manning Cup camps and talking to the players, or maybe Adidas can do something, I don't know, in half a tree, like one of the afternoons after training, where the players out there signing stuff, just to get the people involved in the football again. Somebody asking when the new kit come out. I don't know when it's coming out, Pesa.
Just gonna have to wait and see. We'll see.
Yeah. Eh? Summer. Yeah. Maybe in the summer. But Pesa, you ask about the new kit. Buy the old one. Somebody ask. I don't understand. You're asking about the new kit and you don't have any of the old ones. Are you saying that you're going to buy the new one?
That you must save up for.
Must be. Yep. The man said the old one on its way out, or what do you mean on its way?
Hold on its way. Maybe he bought it or don't reach it.
No, the old I go probably go out of style, basically, must say, because it come in, Because the old one hard to get now still. If you never buy one, it's very difficult to get right now.
Oh, no, him say it's on his way to Jamaica. So, Peso, you asked for the new one and the old one. It's just on his way to Jamaica. When do you plan to get? So the joke. When do you plan to get? When do you plan on getting the new one? But let me just say this. Like, a lot of people, I don't think that, like, you have to be like in the football to kind of understand that. Like how you see, like they have these roots play in Jamaica, where you end up. You see what's happening on the stage, but you don't realize like all the work behind the scene that leads to that. So what you see on stage is probably a whole week of planning and preparation. I think sometimes that is missed in even a national team taking the field. Like people don't see a lot of the backroom stuff that takes place from the training session. Like what it takes to like organize one training session. So it's a lot of work. It's a whole lot of work that involves a lot of people, a lot of pieces. And when it comes together, it is a good thing. Or somebody saying that the old kit is no longer on the Adidas website.
That means changes are going to be made. Okay.
And then there's a rave over the Jamaica kit from Puma as well.
I guess regarding the Olympics.
The Olympics.
The Olympics thing, that's.
Oh, the one that they advertise at Champs.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we are still trying to find out why the market is limited in terms of where the Adidas gears are available.
Yeah, I'm sure at some point, representatives will speak on the matter in relation to diaspora versus on the ground on the island, because I'm sure on the island there will be a demand as the time picks up. But as you can see in the diaspora, everything just goes by so fast.
But it's expensive on the island, Simon. Because I guess persons are charging for
shipping
right. Plus rental. You have to help them pay them rent and them thing too. So it is very expensive. When I first bought the Umbra one, well, I never so much me pay for, but it was pretty expensive. And little after that, they just phase out. So it is expensive. That's why probably people don't buy it at home, and even if they buy it online, it is probably going for a nice amount, but you have to consider shipping and all of these things.
Yeah. It's not easy. I think maybe they need to find a way, because I think there are people in Jamaica would buy it. But sometimes I need to buy it in Jamaica, then your shipping is going to be probably a little bit more expensive than the shipping for it in, like, if you're in the States.
No, man, I think that is taken care of now, I think, well, I don't know how other people ship their stuff, but when I ship stuff, I ship it to a Miami address, and then it comes direct to my post office. And
you have one of those. Yeah.
Right. So if I pay, it's probably about, depending on how much it weighs. So I pay like $700 and something to collect whatever I buy.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, some people do use that means. Yeah.
But if you go through the other some place, you have to go through shipping and them charge you the shipping cost to come in at the island and all of them things there. So it depends.
Yeah. Yep. And then England lost to Brazil.
So?
And about to lose to Belgium.
It's 49 minutes. Come on. Early on in that game, man.
Yeah, and I think we are the two relegated team from the JPL. The two promoted team are now the two relegated team.
Yeah, there was a team in the East that, lingered or flirted with that idea. But yeah, it was those two teams that have gone down. But for some time, Harborview, after the CONCACAF Championship, they just have been a shadow of themselves, honestly. Did well to get to the semifinals of the CONCACAF tournament, but in the league, the form started to tatter, and to be where they are on the table, honestly, it's disappointing for a club of their size and caliber to be where they are in the table. Should have been competing for top 6, to be honest with you.
Yeah. But top 6 is still a very tight race because you still have Waterhouse, Dumbeholden, and Mobile fighting for the final spot.
Yeah, so one of those teams will get it and 2 won't. So, yeah, still going to, I think, at the final day could decide that. And of course, second position, that elusive, that precious second position.
Yeah, who finishes? I feel like Tivoli is going to take that.
Okay.
Yeah, because they won last night. So they have 2 games to go, and now they have a clear lead over Cavaliers, I think 3 points. But you never can tell.
Yeah.
Because they defeated Waterhouse last night.
Yeah, so two more game weeks left before the playoffs. So quite a pulsating and enthralling 2 weeks that lie ahead. That continues to determine things as well.
Yeah.
And Mount Pleasant looking to be the first clubs in Sportmore to win the title back-to-back.
Yep. Yeah, Mobile versus Tivoli. Yeah, that will be a big game. I think that is this Sunday. Yeah, man. So it will be an interesting race and thing. So Coach Minzy, what do you think about the new form? Let me ask you this: what do you think about the new formation with Hector? I am so happy for Michael Hector. I think Michael Hector, like, is a example of no matter what is said, focus on you. Like, I mean, all kind of stuff, and look at the performance of Michael. Listen, like the entire team, but I'm so happy for him. I am so happy because I think he was just a stalwart in the back of that defense. You know, go ahead, Coach. You're going to say something.
Michael Hector, trust me, man. He was one of those players in this competition that I enjoyed watching. His calmness, his intelligence. He was able to read the game so well, to intercept passes and break up plays, know when to head the ball in an aerial battle or duel, when to do it in a ground duel. It was just amazing stuff from Michael Hector. One thing I can say is that West Indies can't get back Michael Hector to play no cricket, right? Why I say that is the last time a team was picked, Michael Hector said, "Oh, now cricket me play." So
Michael Hector said that?
Yeah, man. That's why they used to call him cricketer, man. So West Indies can't get him to play again. That me sure of, because he solidified his spot in this team. And to know that he's coming off an injury and played so well, it's amazing. He's just mature as he grows older into the game, especially with his biological age as well. Because Hector has been playing well for the national team before in that defensive position. I think what would have happened is that the switch into the midfield, they was kind of playing out of position a little bit. Now he's back where he's well comfortable, and he has had 2 masterclass performances. For me, I believe that Michael Hector would have been man of the match for both games, without question for me. Yeah. He marched.
What? You don't think Dexter locking down Pulisic for? Oh my God.
Yeah, Dexter locked down. That was good enough. That was excellent. But Michael Hector still marshal the centre back position. No come through. That come like a brick wall. So
yeah,
Hector would have been man of the match for both. Even though Dexter got it for the third place game, I shook my head and said, "Boy, I would give Michael Hector same way." But not
the third place game. Oh, listen, man, that was a goal and a half. That was a goal, silver and bronze in one.
Yeah,
I am telling you.
But who passed the ball to him?
Yeah, well, it was Hector with the assist.
So, I mean, Hector had a very good game, man. In terms of the defensive section of things, man, in the formation, I loved it because Greg Lee and Dexter was able to, go up and down, and they managed it very well. They know when to go, when to stay, and all of that. I think that allowed Deshaun, Hector, and Latibodier to work excellently well together. And we saw a beast of a Latibodier that we didn't see in the middle of the park. I think he found his niche right there in the defense. And trust me, he had a masterclass game as well.
Yeah, man.
A masterclass game. Yo, the defense does impeccable right now. And it's good to know that this aspect of our game is the strongest part of our game. And when you're building a team, if you have your defense in line, if the defense is solid, then the other offshoots of the team will have to get in tune. Because that will be already the harder part of the work would have already been done. Get your defensive section in top. For me, the attacking third of the game is always the hardest to put together.
But you know that we created though. I think like while we say that, like I think Cephas had a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. That like it was like perfect. Like if we had scored that, I think the result would have been
yeah man, definitely.
The result would have been different.
But saying that to say no money, not to say that we didn't create chance, you know. I'm still saying that the attacking third in any team, you're setting up any team, is always the most difficult thing to do. The defense is more easier to set up than the forward line or the attacking third. So once we continue to play together, get practices in, KC start to click, Kerai start to click and passing the ball over the top or through the lines and into the channel, then definitely we'll continue to do well. One thing I was disappointed about though in the game, the third place game, Demarai Gray did not get a lot of the ball, and whenever he got
yeah,
he was very dangerous.
Yeah, man, he didn't. Yeah.
From 0 to 40, he can just explode in a jiffy.
Yeah, but even in that game, I think we created because Bowser had a chance. One angle where he got around the goalkeeper, and then I think the player was on the line. It came out, and then he had a volley kick at it again, which I thought was a good opportunity. But I do agree that now that they have a very good defensive structure, that maybe, you know, there can be a process of now, how do we create going forward? How brave do we get? You're leading by one. Do you try and consolidate, or do you try to score a next goal? Like how, like those things, I think over time, you understand me? Because again, you know, I think while it may not, all the players are quality, but on your bench at all times, you want to look and know that you have all your players available. I think if you had all the players available, because remember Corey got injured, so he wasn't there, so you had less numbers on the bench because you had two goalkeepers in that. And I think sometimes when you look at that, because you'd have created a squad with balance, meaning you had like at least two players in specific position. Greg Lee, you notice he had to come off. You put on Tavon, who is really a right back at left back. So it shows that the coach also had limitations, because coming from where his squad was originally to what he had at that game is.
But it's a work in progress, I believe, and I think the team will get better as they continue to play together. I think all of these players now would have been a part of the whole understanding of what Coach Algrimson wants, so they know the expectation. So moving forward, it won't be difficult to get them in camp to do what he wants them to do, basically. So it's an advantage there for the team. And with how we are setting up now, teams are going to have to be scared, because we are going to get better. I do believe that. I do foresee that we're going to get better. So definitely, teams are worried just now. I mean, they're going to try as best as possible to, you know, try to decipher us and see how they can break us down. That is going to be difficult for them. I don't know how they're going to do that, but it's going to be difficult. But a lot of teams will fear us when we get the firepower together, clicking again like what we did at the Gold Cup. Trust me, people are going to be in tremendous pressure and pain because of what this Jamaica team will offer going forward.
Yeah, Mannings, you know, just like how every time, like, you would have persons in the comments might say or ask about new players, and you've often said about you rarely see more than 2 new faces in a camp. That consistency has been there since the Austria camp, and this has led to where we are today. So I think persons now can understand the reason why you don't see wholesale changes and why you see a consistency, because that's what we did in June last year. We're reaping the fruits of the benefits now for it. But doing that this way.
And this one had 2 new players, Shakwan and Kahim.
There you go.
So there's always 2 players. For most of the camps, 2 players added to the mix. You can keep that chemistry going. I mean, if we were first place, what would have been that the $1 million?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wheel and come again.
Wheel and come again, I'm telling you. Yes.
Well, it's gonna be good though. It's a work in progress, I believe. Something that is going to materialize and mature at the right time. You understand?
Yeah.
I see probably this is an off topic, but I just scrolling and I see what's his name, the French striker Kylian Mbappe say players shouldn't earn for defending their national team, shouldn't earn money from defending their national team. Do we agree with that?
Well, earn money for representing your country. Well, the thing is, you're representing your country, right? It's national service. So I do believe that personally, it's not something you should force somebody to do, right? This is you representing your country. Yeah, I do believe somebody is deserving of a stipend or some form of remuneration, whatever that might be. You are representing your country, but I don't think it would be the same expectation as you are at your club. So yeah, for me personally, you're representing your country, and that is important. That's why you even see national players like in Europe, they give their wages from their national team to like charities and stuff like that, and use their wages from their clubs to support themselves and their family. So yes, I do believe that when you come to the national team, you're deserving of a remuneration, but at the same time, remember that you're representing your country as well. So you should have that love, passion in it as well.
Yeah. For me, here's what I think. I think, firstly, like Kylian Mbappe, let's look at Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe and probably most of the players who play in the French national team, they don't need that money. Whatever France national team give them, they probably don't know when it gets into their account. Like they don't realize that they even get the per diem because they don't know. So I understand from Kylian Mbappe perspective, but I think for developing nation or what you call third world nations, it's a little different, especially for those who are based domestic, because the club structure in a lot of those developing places don't even remunerate the players sufficient. And maybe in our context, our national team remunerates players who play domestic better than their clubs. All right. So I think in that context, what Kylian could say is that players who are, you're not in a top class professional clubs, I think the federation can help those players. Like I said, because the context that they're operating in, they're just not earning. All right. They're not earning at the clubs. There are players in Jamaica who probably get 20,000 a month playing for their clubs. All right. So when they get like what they call the per diem for their travels, they earn a whole lot more than what the club pays them. So I think that is different than the players who are playing overseas at big club and things. So maybe that there could be a breakdown there. However, what I think can be done is, I think if that is how it is done, then the big players would appreciate if the domestic players benefit, and they don't because of where they are. All right. However, that is in the context of them getting as close to what they get at their clubs, where possible. In other words, that they're going to have no demands. Kylian Mbappe probably have demands about his travel, his accommodation, and what he has access to in terms of the national team, right? So what are the realistic options for like a Jamaica? What can the federation provide for the players that is close enough to what they're used to in the environment that they are from? And if those things can come together and there be reasonable, open and honest dialogue and good agreement, then your domestic players have a way of benefiting, but your players who are playing internationally, who are earning, see the benefits of the domestic players and their basic needs are being met, those overseas, and I think that resolves and works out everything. That is how I see it. So I'm not going to say no, they should not, and I'm not going to say yes, they should, because it's a balance between both.
Hear what Bibi and Freddie said. Both.
Yeah.
Representing the team is an honor, and you have to get remuneration. But if you rely on it, solely on it for take care of your stuff, you might be in some problems because remember, it's not a must that you're called every single time to a national camp. That's all I would say.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is that there are some players who probably like representing the national team is probably of greater benefit for them than playing club football in Jamaica. Like you said, you will not always be called, but you're hoping for a call because what you get, just basically what you get is way better off. So, but I know in Nigeria, I have a clip, right? I hope you can hear it. Let me see if I can play this clip. This is Kiri in Uber. All right, let me see if I can find it. Kiri in a. For those of you who don't know Kiri,
a clip boss.
That is the clip boss, Kiri. Yeah, where is the clip boss? Let me find the clip boss. This is clip boss Tales. So let's find it. Here it is. Tell me if you can hear it.
Your nephew is Eddie Nketiah? Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. Yes, I know Eddie Nketiah. Yeah.
So this man, his nephew is Eddie Nketiah. You know who Eddie Nketiah is? Eddie Nketiah is the Arsenal player who chose to play for England over Nigeria. Right? Nigeria? All right, so listen.
Yeah. See, Eddie's a very good guy, but he don't want to play for the national team.
Yeah.
So then I just left him. Because I don't understand the situation where players have to pay people before they come.
You have to pay money to like the federation.
Yeah, you have to pay before you give you a slot.
Even if you're a big player, like playing at Arsenal.
Say that again?
Even if you're already a big name player that like you play at Arsenal.
Yeah, if you're a big name, they will just put you on the bench. Yeah. And some of the FA executives, right? They have teams, local teams in the country.
Yeah.
And so they always want to, yeah.
All right. Okay, so
boss.
Eh?
Chronicles of Clip Boss.
Chronicles of Clip Boss. All right. So basically what that is saying is that some of the players have to pay to represent the national federation in some of the like in African nations. The players actually pay. Right? He also made a point that some of the persons who are in the leadership of those associations or federations, they have clubs that they're a part of. So they want their players to play for the national team. And so what they do is, even like a big player like Eddie Nketiah, for them to replace the local players. Oh, he plays for Ghana. Ghana, they're saying that he could have represented. For Eddie Nketiah to get the spot of like somebody who is locally based, they would have to pay money to the FA for that spot. Right? So it is not right, but there are some realities out there. You understand me? That are, yeah, crazy. But it's not saying it is right. So the point I'm also making, is this, people, right? That I believe that there should be, whatever service you offer, there should be some level of compensation for it. Even because a fireman gets rewarded, a soldier gets rewarded, a teacher gets rewarded, right? So it's first an honor. But there are players, I believe, who, honestly, I believe, like, for me, I don't think like a player like Mikel Antonio, that this is just my opinion. I don't think like he knows if he gets per diem or not. I think like those guys have so much money, in my opinion, like you probably don't even know. You don't even know, like coach means if somebody send like $10, you probably don't even realize that it hit your account.
Unless you have Unless they have like an accountant handling your. So if he has an accountant handling his affairs, that person will know that money is in the account, but he might not know for real.
Yeah. So So I think on that merit, like I think though that the players who are not there yet internationally, that there should be a way of, especially a young players coming through, that you have to, like, imagine now Kaheem Dixon was told that you have to play for your country out of patriotism and national pride. Man is just leaving school and a professional footballer. I mean, come on. But that may not be the same thing for, like I say, Ethan Pinnock. He's in a different context, right? But Ethan Pinnock is also in a different context from Keroy Anderson.
Yeah.
So while you may be able to even do that for Ethan, you may not be able to do that for Keroy because it's too different. It's like the context is so different. It's almost like you have to take situations as they are, which probably could create a lot of conflicts.
Every case should be dealt with on its own merit.
That's what I'm saying, that just give everybody a base, but make sure that you take care of the, like, as best as you can. For example, if a player says, listen, we want bun and cheese every Easter, like as best as you can, you give them bun and some butter if you can't afford the cheese with it. But as best as can, meet the things that the requirements, and they must also understand, here are the things that you want, this is what we can offer. Can we agree that this is it? And then I think that kind of thing, whether it's Brazil or Argentina or Uruguay, because so I have a friend, right, who is in South America, and a lot of their players don't get money from the federation unless they win a major competition and they get bonuses. But they have an agreement where whatever earnings they get, it is put back into domestic football, because they have so many players playing overseas. And that is why I think they keep producing. I probably should try and get him on, you know. But he played for Uruguay and played in the Premier League. And so he said, like, when he played in under 17 and under 20, but when he got into the senior team, he was playing professionally, so they never got anything. But that was put back. Yeah. But the arrangement was that it be put back into the domestic football, and I think that has helped them to, yeah. But I think it's different everywhere. I think it's different.
Yeah, as you said, Mannings, and I've repeatedly said context. You know, it's very difficult to compare Jamaica to other nations. So I understand exactly where you're coming from that standpoint. So yeah, you're absolutely right. And everybody's circumstances in life are also different.
Yeah. I mean, and then you also have to bear in mind that we have a strong female team. And you know, while you may be able to do that with a male team, can you do it? How many of our female players are professional and earn in the kind of way that they don't need what they get from the national federation? So it's a very, like, it must be contextualized. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, man. Anything else you want to add, Simon, on the under 18 camp coming up? Our trip, I think April, they're leaving in April, mid-April, to go to Turkey for a tournament.
Yeah, quite a busy, you know, time frame that lies ahead, you know, for youth teams as well, junior teams, especially the under 20s as they prepare for the under 20 qualifiers in the summer as well. So you could say almost every month for now until the rest of the year, there's going to be some form of activity. So we keep our eyes and ears peeked out and continue to support our national team in whatever capacity or whatever stakeholder we are, so that we can continue the growth and progression of all levels and continue to make history like what we did on Sunday. So, hopefully we can continue to have that support, not only like what we saw in the diaspora, but also on the island as well, as there's some great things in our way and we are heading in that right direction.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Coach Minzy?
Yeah, like I said, I am looking forward to see the immense improvement going forward. And definitely would love to see the fans be a part of the journey. Those who can, those who can't, is just what it is. But looking forward for the next set of games.
Yeah. Listen, Simon, what about accreditation for like persons who do YouTube for World Cup qualifiers and Copa America? How does that go?
All right, so for the World Cup qualifiers, for the one at home against the Dominican Republic, roughly a week to 10 days before that window will open, and the usual process where persons are send their name and outlet to that particular email address. And in relation to Copa America, sometime in late April, early May, that window will open, and there'll be a link where persons will be able to put in their name, their information, and also a passport size photo, so they can start the application for accreditation.
Okay, and that gives you access to press conferences and stuff like that, right?
Correct, yeah. Press conferences, you'll get updates in terms of when the team trains. So for example, the media is allowed match day -1 the day before a game, so that they would have access to the first 15 minutes. So yeah, press conferences, training, and you just kept abreast of updates as well within the team.
Yeah. All right, wonderful. Coach Minzy, you're doing a camp review? This is Tuesday. Is it a Tuesday night, man? Where the track and field?
Yeah, man.
Tuesday treat.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's normally track and field Tuesday and thing. Yeah, Edwin Allen, Kingston College.
Man, them a beat you, cause you say Calabar. Man, them a say me can't be, say me make money. Don't listen to you, but listen to me.
They don't say me a football, man. They follow me track and field. No. People, I deal with football with my head, I deal with track and field with my heart. So choose this one. No, but I mean, I thought there was, what happened though? I thought like champs at the age group, like you could not be, if you're over 19, you couldn't participate.
Well, that's
yeah, that's what I'm saying, people. It's men against boys. What you think? It is that it's called Boys and Girls Athletic Championship, but certainly on the male side, it was men against boys. and with that, I rest my case. You can do your own investigation. But there's a very peculiar, just as your information. Adam McGregor, bless up, says 7 minutes.
Big up.
Yeah. Big up Mannies and Simon and Coach. 7 minutes score. Penalties. Yeah. How will it be penalties if it's nil?
Because apparently they're not playing the away goal rule. So it's 1-1 on aggregate, 1-0 from the first leg, and it's 0-0 in the second leg. So we're now in minute 113, 114. So another 6 minutes and we're looking at penalties.
Oh, that's a poor excuse because the classes are... No, you talk about classes, my friend.
You see? That's over his head, man.
Joe, don't worry yourself.
Man, you see somebody we talk, it's to catch them.
Watching.
But it's on a ball already,
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, but I'm telling you though, but it is this influx of foreign athletes, and I when it comes on to certain athletes from certain parts of the world in football, there have been many questions asked. And I think somebody who said questions Yeah, we'll be asking track and field.
Frankie said, because you see KC go Africa. You go Africa, but you go Ghana for middle distance, and at this one you go wrong.
Is Africa same way?
It is that this. It
no,
is.
but you can't go Ghana for get middle distance. You have to go Ethiopia.
Ethiopia or Kenya.
Or Kenya, one place the
Somalia.
Yeah. Yeah, man. All the players who were in the final squad get medal, on the staff that were there. They do get medals. Yeah. Graphics man getting medal. Yeah. What they call it one, the Medal of Honor? October the 16th or the 17th.
Oh boy, I tell you.
Oh, so there is an athlete, Coach Means. You hear me never mention nothing, but look at this. The length of victory was 62 points. That athlete. Okay. Only has 12 points. Okay, so there is an athlete.
Yeah, man, one brother, you know, Africa age, you know, and the brother they look. him look more than over. He look older than under. I don't know if he say, but him look older than the champs age, though. I don't know if a hard life or the backing of the age thing.
Yeah. But the girl side was closer.
Yeah, man, the girl side was a ding dong battle, man.
3,000 meter made a difference.
No, man, there are some events that made the difference, man. It's not the 3,000 meter alone.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, Simon, when next can the people see you on?
Later today, when we find out if it's BVI or USVI, just talk a little bit about BVI or USVI, what to expect. Is there anything that we should be aware about with those teams? Yeah, so later this evening, perhaps do something on them so persons are at least aware. Who are they? Do they have professional players? Where are we likely to play our game? Is it grass? Is it AstroTurf? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Coach
Minzy, at 6:30?
Yeah.
Coach Minzy, I heard you are an expert in age verification.
In age verification?
Yes.
Age verification. Shavan Pierre went to JC and said, I'm glad JC didn't win.
I think it stems from track and field, because the track and field sporting discipline, they ruined Ashenheim Stadium, the quality of the surface, because it was in pristine condition 5-6 years ago, but athletics and other sports using the facilities made a damage to the field.
So don't JC have two fields? What about there's the one at the back, to the side, and then one at the front?
Listen, the athletes, JC is not going to allow that not to pass through. What they should have done is to ensure that maintenance of the facility is taking place, and that is what is not happening. You can't have so much people that work out on the thing and you not maintain it. It's going to deteriorate.
Let me ask, why? But isn't JC close to Hope River? Isn't Hope River somewhere in that vicinity?
Well, I hope you go and put your hopes.
No, the point I'm making is that why couldn't they do like like water in the field and see if they could get water from the Hope River to keep it watered?
I have no idea.
Like these are the things. Like even like there are some of the places that are close to river. Shouldn't like shouldn't they all look at that to find how they can channel some of that water from the river to keep the field watered and taken care of? I don't know.
Yeah, that's why maintenance, as Minzy said, is incredibly important, and being aware when which sporting discipline is using the surface, what to be mindful of, because it's more than just track and field and football on that pitch as well. Yeah, other sports as well using the surface.
All right. You see what just broke March 26, 2024? Ecuador certain to drop players seen partying on international duty. Moise Caicedo and Pendry Paez included.
And this is when we say we're over and we're.
Hold on, somebody just said me this about US soccer payments, but I will take this on at the. Listen, people, please do not. I do believe that people must be compensated, but some players are in certain contexts where they don't take the money. Like for win, USA players get 8,000 appearance fee for games. Game bonus is 10,000. Right? That when they play opponents rank between 1 and 25, draw 8,000, loss it up. So their appearance fee is $8,000. What changes is it game bonuses. All I'm saying is that, all right, non-FIFA, non-FIFA, I should put up this and show people. The truth is, Jamaica can't afford. Right now, Jamaica can't afford these kind of payments. Let me say that. Jamaica football can't afford that.
And money, you see, people are going to do a lot of research and they're going to find a lot of these things and then come back trying to make the comparison with Jamaica. We cannot reach up to a certain standard and we should not compare. I do believe once you put on paper to sign an agreement that this is what you're supposed to get representing the national team, it should be. Whether if it comes in a stipend amount or a pay, or you'd say you're being paid for the job done, once agreement is made, you should get. This is where communication comes in place now. If you're unable to do that sort of payment that you would have agreed on, it is important that communication is done so that the players understand that, hey, this time around, I'm going to the national team, but I'm not going to be able to get mine. So don't make any plans to buy an iPhone headset, to buy a new phone, to buy a new kicks and them things, because you know so that money then now come to fruition because you were already informed. So it's just communication go far away in this world now. Sometimes people have a lot of disagreement because of not being able to communicate directly and clearly what they want for people to understand. So yeah, people forget pay once an agreement is made, but if you're not going to be able to meet that agreement, ensure that the persons are informed.
Are aware, yeah, and that they agree that because it's one thing to tell them that we won't be able to, is also to get the person to accept that they can do without it. Because you don't want to just be telling people like, we can't do that. You don't mean a person agree with it, you know. You understand me? But look at this. Opponents FIFA rank 1 to 25, plus Mexico for UN's men team, plus Canada for US women's national team. Look at that. It's a lot of $8,000 just appearance fee. You don't get any bonus for losses. But you understand me? You seen that, Coach Minzy? This is friendlies, you know.
Yeah, man, I see it.
All right, watch this now. World Cup qualification. Look at that.
10 grand.
Appearance, 10 grand. Game, when you win, you get 12,000. Oh, jeez. Right? That's FIFA, non-FIFA World Cup official competition. Non-FIFA, like, that mean like, I guess like, what do you mean that non-FIFA? Like Gold Cup and Nations League?
I think I'm probably friendlies.
No, man, it says World Cup official competitions. So I think it's like Gold Cup and those things. But because this one says FIFA World Cup qualifying. Look at that.
Non-FIFA World Cup official competition. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like Gold Cup, Nations League and all of them. Something.
And then this one is FIFA. Oh, FIFA World Cup prize money share is additional. So you just get appearance fee and then they share the prize money. Okay. All right. So commercial and ticketing. So between 55, watch man, percentage to each national team. Once they go over 55 to 75 is 10%.
This look like something with FIFA and federation come in agreement with though. It's not like what the federation is going to really pay the players. That's what
Okay.
document.
Okay. All right. Jamaica not there. Yeah, man. But listen, I want to thank both of you guys for coming on and being here with me today. It's always a pleasure having you. And tell the people them from a coach means please that track and field go with my heart. You understand me? When it comes on to football, I go with the head. You understand me? So take from that what you want. Yeah, but thank you so much for taking time out of your busy and hectic day. Hey, no, me have to tell these people, sorry, me have to end with this. So, I'm at the Gold Cup and the game is finished.
Gold Cup.
At the Nations League, coming out of the locker room to go back to the field. Me hear money, but the voice sound like T-Got. So me I walk up, I don't see anybody, so me I look up and me can't see nobody. Me hear money. So me I look up and out, yo, the voice powerful. You know what? Yo, me I look me hear money. And so me I say, yo, what T-Got that way you there?
Shut up,
right. Man, send me the right beside you. Me say, right. People, I swear, so me have to look up. Me say, oh, T-Got. People. Hey, me not tall, you know. But T-Got short people. We couldn't find the man.
It make me feel taller.
Hey, man, we see the man in something there, you know, Walmart, you know. I mean, see man come out and me and Cranky stand up on the man. Man say, wait, no Cranky that. And Cranky, like, you know, Cranky, I wonder who that, you know. Then the man go talk and him voice, you know, it loud and thing.
Yes.
And the man say, coach! And he start going, and Cranky say, wait. Then T-Got the shot.
Me I tell you, me I say T-Got. No, me I say T-Got.
No, you understand why I'm loud-mouthed like that, you know.
Jason, I am way taller than T-Got.
No,
it's true. It's true. Mannings is taller than T-Got.
Wait, me taller than Minzy, you know?
No, Mannings, don't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, me taller than Minzy, you know? And Minzy way taller than T-Got, you know, people. I don't know if because guess what happened, you know? Me know Eddie Guna. So me I say I must tall and short, because me I say Eddie Guna really short.
Eddie Guna short, I look like it in color.
So me I say, okay, if Eddie Guna is so short, right, that means T-Got must be tall. People are the first time here. The man short, man, me I tell him, no joke. Me tell him that, me go talk about it on my channel, and I know him now will come back, but the man short for real, man. Him really short.
Yo, me say, when me see Mannings, when me see the man, me shot, brother. Because me say this man look like a giant, you know. When him dip on it, it's
yeah, man.
Me stop do that now. Me stop look for people. And yeah, me see that real life. When I see T, I say, oh, that's why T got loads, so.
Yeah, the man short, man.
Make up for your height. I said, geez, we laugh when I see the man. Couldn't believe.
And man said, Minzy and Shelly are same size for reference.
Shelly is 5'2".
Oh my God.
Reference me and Shelly that good, man. We don't care what no one say.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But people big up yourself. T-Got, big up yourself, yeah, man. You're short, but your voice tall, me boss. Oh, a tall voice, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Me think that me and for Cranky alone laugh there, man.
No, hey, yo, man, I was shocked because me I tell serious thing he was calling me, you know. Me never really have to look down still, but because honestly, all right, let me tell you. So there was Coach Lambert and Carey, and there was this other Jamaican. I think he worked with Coach Lambert, but the man is like 6 feet tall. So you can understand now when me say man, I say, oh, that means a man like T-Got must be a tall person, you know, because just how the man sound, and you see me at the bank, yo, me swear say, when T got even their work, people him stand up on something, brother. Him not at all. Or him, you know, sometimes if you position the phone like this, it make you look long. Him not really set him phone this way or this way. Him kind of set it like this.
Lad.
Yes, lad. So make it look him short for real. Me I tell you what. The man slot him phone. People are fooling my phone with all this time. Yeah, man, but fresh God. The man shot fresh God. You think fresh God, you ever see him? If you see me, you believe me.
No, man, so, let me tell you, me taller than Manning's for sure. Don't make Manning's phone.
Hey, Coach Minzy. Coach Simon, tell him what. Coach Minzy,
height.
Honestly, you look like the same height to me. You know?
Nah, man, me taller than Minzy, man. Me way taller than Minzy, man. Me and Cranky are almost the same height, you know.
What a man like. Man,
oh, me and Kerry are the same height.
Oh.
All right. Eh? No, man. All right. Unseen. Me and Coach Minzy. Who taller?
I see him, man.
Vote in the comments. Vote in the comments.
Who taller, Coach? Unseen. All right. So Coach Unseen tell you, man. Yeah, man.
It could have been me.
Him say me taller. And me have the question. Yeah, but big up yourself. Big up to everyone in the comment section. Thanks for being on. Thanks to all the persons who liked the video, who shared it, for those who subscribed to the channel for the first time. Thank you so much. Thank you also for the calls that came in. Very added value to the content. Thanks to I think Dwight with the super chat. Appreciate that as well. Yeah, man. Me not look like me. I'm 5'10". Me I'm 5'10". That is what is all on my documents. So me certain means you're not 5'10".
Oh, you certain? Me I'm 5'11".
Sneakers.
What T-God said? T-God said.
Me I'm 5'11".
No, T-God no. No, man, me are 5'7", man. Me say they are 35. Because 5'7" are 35. I must say, yeah, talk. Yeah. 5'7" is 35. Yeah, man.
Mother mats.
You bust that, but bless up to all of you, man. As usual, you know, when it gets to the end of the show, we say, I am Manning's man. This is I Am Sure Sports. And we say we are over. And we are OUT out of here.
Boom, check it out. I don't know it's Jason. I may represent for I Am Sure Sports. For the latest news and updates, check out I Am Sure Sports. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, subscribe and share. Jace representing I Am Sure. I Am Sure Sports.